If we open up clinical trial data tomorrow, there will be benefits and there will be risks. And to us, the art and science of this is like a drug. How can you maximize the benefits while minimizing the risks? And I cannot now, in the shortness of 5 minutes, present our draft policy. You have that on the website. I think many of you may have seen it. We like to believe that we have tried exactly that, maximize the benefits and minimize the risks. And by the way, the one thing only that I disagree with Richard is we're not putting raw data into a cloud. We have a measured, controlled approach about that, but we can discuss the details. So what are the benefits that we see? Very clearly, and that may come as a surprise to some of you, I would see the major beneficiary of an open trial policy to be the pharmaceutical research-based industry, because it will make pharmaceutical research a lot more efficient than it is today. And that very much echoes what Richard has just said. Number two, it will spawn a number of new research questions that we don't even think of today. How can we better profile patients to get them to the right therapies? How can we better develop, based on retrospective big data, biomarkers? How can we better inform indirect comparative effectiveness studies without having to resort to hugely expensive head-to-head studies? So there are lots of benefits in this domain as well, new questions. And then, of course, there is the benefit that for some is most important, that is public scrutiny. And I think that is extremely important, and we welcome that. We understand that we take decisions for the benefit of patients and society, and these decisions have to be reproducible. So the data have to be out. Anybody has to have a right to reproduce our analyses and decisions. That's fine. Now, what about the risks? Well, the easiest and at the same time most difficult risk is, of course, violation of patient confidentiality. Easy because we all agree on that. I've never heard anybody in this debate say we want to give out patient identities. That's a no-brainer. The real difficulty is in how do we achieve this in practice. And that is a technical debate that we will have to have, and we have said in our policy we will spend the next year on doing that together with our stakeholders, see how can we address that in the best possible way. Then there is, and I saw that also in the document that Richard presented and you will find here in your pack, there is this laudable respect for the integrity of national regulatory systems. Now, thank you very much for your empathy, thank you. But please leave that to be our concern.